So what do the Trumps think about these charges? Well, we're gonna work our way up from bottom Trump to top Trump. So starting off with Eric, technically a Trump. Here is what Eric Trump had to say about it.
Crime is rampant. People are leaving the city in record numbers. It's dirty. It's disgusting. New York is no longer what it is, and they have an entire district attorney office and attorney general's office that's focused on $3.5 million to take down a political opponent. I mean, this is what they do. This is New York State for you. This is worse than a banana republic. It's truly horrible. It's truly horrible. And Raymond, you know this better than anybody. They're afraid that my father is going to run in 2024, and they're afraid that he's going to win. So they don't look at corrupt Hunter Biden. They don't look at the fact that he's taking money from China and the Ukraine and other countries, and he's selling his finger paintings for $500,000 to undisclosed people. No, they don't care about any of that. They care about going after innocent, great human beings. Alan Weisselberg is one of them, and taking out Donald Trump and going after a political opponent.
Eric. Okay, so that was mostly a lot of whataboutism and all that. Like, it's just, you can make everything about Hunter Biden, literally everything. If you didn't enjoy the last episode of Loki enough, probably Hunter Biden got involved as an EP at some point. But and what makes it sad is that, of course, what's that?
The laptop. The laptop. You got to check the laptop.
Exactly. What you have is an incredibly wealthy person going on a network with incredibly wealthy hosts to talk about why you shouldn't care about the crimes of incredibly wealthy individuals and corporations because of some other incredibly wealthy person. And a bunch of people who are actually struggling, whether I find most of their ideology abhorrent or not, they are actually struggling economically, are going to be swept along with this absolute nonsense. So it's sort of sad that whataboutism works as well as it does.
It's absolutely true. That's a great point. I just want to go back to what he said about it being a banana republic. I don't think he understands what a banana republic actually is.
No.
Here we have New York City actually trying to enforce law for once, right, against a wealthy person. Yeah. And here you have him. I can't believe how corrupt that is. Excuse me. Again, do you actually know what words mean? What things actually are. And that's something that I find all the time on the right, is that they can't define anything. They use buzzwords, Pavlovian response. It gets people fired up. Oh my God, witch hunt, banana republic. I can't believe they would go after such a fine and wonderful person. There was absolutely nothing of substance in that.
Yeah, it's almost like the exact opposite of a banana republic. I mean, look, if you're worried about banana republics as they are, Eric was, Don Jr. said, and I'm gonna read this like a normal person, but imagine that I was coked out of my head. He said it's political persecution that would suit a banana republic with really squinty eyes. Now, if you were really worried about that, why isn't he going on Fox to talk about that ExxonMobil lobbyist video that came out? That's a major corporation using their overwhelming financial means to ensure that they get what they want legislatively, or perhaps more importantly, that nothing ever changes and they have a stranglehold on our democracy. That's scary. That's something bad. No, a company finally being investigated for its financial crimes is not what it takes to make a banana republic. It usually requires a bit more than that. But let me give you the last response, this from the main Trump, Donald Trump, and then we'll wrap this up. He said, the political witch hunt by the radical left Democrats, with New York now taking over the assignment, continues. It is dividing our country like never before. Do people see the radical left prosecutors and what they are trying to do to 75 million plus voters and patriots for what it is? It was 74 million and change. I will never stop being bothered by their inability to know how simple rounding works. That's a weak response. And it kind of goes to what Jeff was saying about the broken record. Now, I may disagree about how likely they are to get bored of the broken record, but it very much is a broken record. That could be replying to like 50 different bits of news over the past 4 years. Honestly, I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Any final thoughts?
Yes. So look, I love how he continues to bring up and connect this to the election. This has nothing to do with the election. It has nothing to do with the 75 million plus voters. It's like, what are they on an extra subscription model or something? Like a Trump University type of subscription or something? I don't know. But the organization did literal crime. That's what they're trying to do. They're going after literal tax fraud. That is defrauding the people that he says he speaks for. And by the way, the people that he says he speaks for, they look at this guy and they think, oh no, he's a genius for avoiding taxes. I mean, I end up having to pay more in my taxes to cover what he doesn't pay, but that makes him a genius. Okay, but what does that make you?
A financial cop.
Yes,
it makes you.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.